We are on the way to Mindil Night Markets.
Be the night.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I also haven't really eaten. Do you know all I've eaten today, which is really bad, but it's just been too hot and I've been too busy? Grapefruit. Oh, actually, and I had one Anzac biscuit as well.
You should really eat more.
Yeah, I'm hungry. So now I'm just so hungry.
So we'll get some street food. Should be good. It's our first night in Darwin, isn't it? So
yeah, so
it's our first proper taste of this city.
And it happened to be the night market, which only happens twice a week. So yeah, that's really lucky.
Very lucky. So there are people quite literally parked everywhere on the side of the road. So we're gonna head up and
do the same.
Do the same, I think. So we have found some free parking, and it's just opposite Darwin High School, and you can park anywhere in the surrounding areas around the market. There is free parking at the market, but it does say on their website that you can park down the street of the market or up by Darwin High School, which is where we are parked right now. And all of that is completely free, so don't worry about where you park unless you park in some weird place or up a tree or something.
Whatever you do, don't park your car up a tree. Really beautiful.
It is, right?
The beach is like really packed. I prefer a sunset when I'm on the beach and there's not really as many people.
But market, sunset.
Everyone's here for the markets, and so coincidentally.
Why wouldn't you? I think people are clapping the sun right now.
Do you think? That's interesting. I've never seen that before. I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess.
But like, if there's a market and a sunset, you might as well.
You're going to come to the sunset, aren't you?
Exactly.
When you're at the market.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.
You ready?
I'm ready. I got a bottle of water because I'm so thirsty in this heat.
Yeah.
And I got something called a pad see ew.
Pad see ew.
Yeah, it's like noodle Thai dish.
I mean, that's a small portion. It's pretty big. And I got a black bean with rice.
Yeah, black bean.
Again, which is like pretty. If I can get into this bag, I'll show you. Just that with during this commercial break. There we go.
Ta-da! It is actually like, it doesn't look that big when it's done that, but watching how much they actually packed into those pots.
It's pretty good, right?
Good morning. We are in our campsite this morning still. The markets last night were good. There wasn't a lot of like clothing options. It was more of actually a street food market. There was a lot of street food. But now we want to show you our brand new investment. And I don't know why we didn't get this sooner because it's so good.
This is a shower.
It's a solar shower.
In these conditions, you need to shower.
Yeah.
So it just gets so sweaty and so sticky. It's just so weird vlogging whilst I'm technically in the shower.
But how it works is if you want it like cool enough, you just keep it in the shade. If you want it to heat up, you stick this bag, it's 20 litres, you stick this bag in the sun and it becomes a hot shower. But right now we're using it to cool off, so it's in the shade. But it's so good because you just sweat constantly here and you just need to shower like 5 times a day.
So that might just be one of the, if not the best investment that we have made. The vacuum was pretty good, as we know. The shower, I think it trumps the vacuum slightly, especially in these heats. I mean, in Victoria, we'd have no use for this, but especially when you're free camping, you're staying out in the wilderness and it's boiling hot, this is what you need. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Couldn't ask for any better.
And also guys, this was $10 from Kmart. $10 damn.
We are staying at a $15 campsite. A lot of the places in Darwin are really expensive. There's not many free camps. The cheapest you're going to get is about $15. If you get any closer to Darwin, you're going to pay $60 to $80, which is absolutely crazy, and we don't have the budget for that, as you know. So we're staying at it's kind of like a homestay. It's like someone's property, and it's only 15 minutes away from the city. We are sweating already and we've just turned the aircon off, but we have just arrived in Darwinetta. Darwin City. We're not really sure what to expect. We think it's quite small compared to other places. So this is where we are right now, but we're gonna head straight into the CBD.
Yes, we are.
We're going to Survivor's Lookout first.
I don't think I can make it. I'm not going to survive.
What you found?
Was I missing? Was I lost?
No. I said, what have you found? Not you've been found.
I thought you said I found her. I was like,
no.
I didn't know, I was lost. No, I wanted to get on the bees maybe and read it about the bungles, but that...
It's out of stock.
Yeah, because I don't know if... I think you have to have a real high clearance forward ride to do any of it.
Yeah.
Or you have to take a plane or a helicopter, and that's
yeah.
incredibly far out of our budget.
Have you grabbed any leaflets?
I grabbed a Litchfield National Park map leaflet.
That's where we're going next.
And like a general Northern Territory leaflet area map.
What is this? And why is it happening?
I said take a picture.
I did. So it's a double-sided one. Fantastic. What did you think of CBD, Jess?
It was good. It was quite small, but it's nice vibes.
It is quite nice. This place does give good vibes, doesn't it?
Good vibes. It's just so hot.
And I think the places to visit here are more like the waterfront areas, aren't they? Not exactly like the main CBD, but more so like the coastal.
And you can see like
the coastal bits.
They have loads of different beaches. You just can't swim at any of them. Really.
I know, because there's crockies at all of them.
Yeah.
Our next destination is the waterfront, and you can take this sky bridge across, which is pretty cool. Hopefully it's not too high, else Josie will be petrified.
I think it will be fine.
It is a bit high up here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think that's the convention centre, and this is a little beach you can swim on. And you have to pay for this like water park area and it's like a little wave pool in here. But all of this you can head in for free, just not the water park. We're back at this sign, but yeah, you've got the convention centre, the recreational lagoon that you can swim. But you can't swim in that bit because there's probably crocodiles. But this is all the waterfront. And then, yeah, the wave lagoon you had to pay for. There's nice vibes around here. Quick water refill. It looks like cold water, but I'm not sure. What do you think?
Hopefully, but it keeps having to reset because it's sensor activated, but my bottle's too big for it to do its thing.
It's a big bottle, isn't it? I have to pay for the parking, but what is this? They just took a picture of us. Look at us.
Look at me.
We look like criminals. It's like a criminal photo, isn't it? I wonder how much. Oh, $2. Look at that. 2 hours, 19 minutes and 41 seconds.
You get the first
Only
2 hours free.
$2. This I can't get over how much look at it.
Sorry.
Right, thanks.
Sorry.
I was actually filming that. Did you? I don't know if you knew, but
I'm sorry.
I was
It's not the first
filming
time
that.
anyway. They never let me pay with
Card
pay with
declined.
this card. I think I need to redo my Commonwealth Apple Pay because it doesn't recognise
Never
Apple
works.
Pay. Yeah.
How weird.
It's only on like car parking ticket machines.
How weird.
That's only the thing. Yeah.
Commonwealth, sort it out. Alright, here you go. Here are the parking fees. So, for our next trick, where are we going?
The beach? A different beach? I don't know. Where are we going?
So the next destination is East Point, and it's a lovely, quiet little area. To be honest, you get a really nice view of the city over to the left-hand side of us, and you can also see over to Wagate Beach. This would make for a good sunset.
Yeah.
as well, I reckon.
It's the estuary still though.
Where's the next spot?
Shower?
Shower. Great. At what is it called?
Is that where we're gonna go? Nightcliff?
Yeah. Nightcliff. Shower at Nightcliff. Look at the beach.
Let's do it.
Last stop.
Yes.
Where are we?
Nightcliff Beach.
Nice. Another like sunset spot, I think.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we won't be here for sunset. Should we head down?
Let's.
This is lovely.
This is really nice actually, yeah.
Like, Darwin may be small as a city,
But it's mighty.
but its coastal areas are just beautiful.
There's loads of beaches. You just
Insane.
can't, it's a shame you can't swim in them because of the
Yeah,
cracks.
but there's
like,
just so many
yeah,
sunset points. There's so many beautiful beaches.
There is a lot actually.
Why does no one talk about this?
Yeah, I feel like Darwin's a very underrated place.
It is,
I feel like
for sure.
it's up and coming though. More and more backpackers are noticing it, I think.
So I think now we're going to head for showers at the showers nearby and then head to our camp. We will show you the camp tonight. It's a free camp in Berry Springs, but by the time we get there it's going to be dark, so you won't see it. And I thought I might give a little bit of insight to what it's like being on the road and having to find a shower. It's hard. We've just stopped at a petrol station and they have showers at the back, and a lot of the campsites with showers are very expensive, so we're staying in cheaper campsites that don't have showers and we're having to go elsewhere to find some. We're going to head to Berry Springs Hot Springs in the morning because we are camping in Berry Springs, one of the free camps down there. Then we have our windscreen to be replaced because of the big crack in the windscreen. As you know, we have to get that replaced at some point, and that is tomorrow. So we have just left our camp for the morning. We camped at Tumbling Waters Holiday Park, but it's a free camp just outside of Holiday. Is it Holiday Waters or Tumbling Waters?
Tumbling Waters.
Tumbling Waters Holiday Park, but there's a free camp just outside, next to a river. Be careful because the river does come up at high tide, so just keep your wits about you. Don't park in the water, obviously. We're heading to Berry Springs, hot springs, kind of warm springs, kind of cold springs today. What temperature is it right now?
30 degrees?
30 degrees. And what time is it right now?
9 a.m.
Insane. So
We need swimming.
how do people...
No.
What
Sorry.
happened to the door? What's going on? Everything's falling out. This is the unseen parts of our car. Look how ramo it is in there. There's no room for anything.
I don't know how you've done this table.
It's fine, just push it in and shut the door. You have to like push the door onto it. If you've bought this car and you're watching this, I can only apologise. Did you just smack the window?
Well, you said push it when it's...
Yeah, but don't slam it, just push it.
You can't.
Anyway, I think a swim is beyond needed in these temperatures.
I'm gonna die if I
Yeah.
don't.
How do people live up here, like seriously?
They just don't live outside of camping like we do. It's
Yeah.
different.
It's crazy.
It's too hot for us.
Anyway, we got gifted these pool noodles. Very happy. Because I can't swim. Well, I can swim, but just... I prefer swimming with a noodle. Should we go?
Let's go, because there's a big bus, tall people.
Tourists. We're tourists.
Yeah, but a big bus load.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Berry Springs Nature Park. We have parked. Where have we parked? I don't know. I think we parked here or something. And then we're going to head to main pool. Got a little waterfall, and then you've got lower pool just down there. So quite a few areas to explore. Good place for a day trip or a picnic or something. Main pool this way. Let's go. Warm?
Nice temperature. It's still refreshing though.
I think I'd prefer it to be cold, actually.
You don't get that like shock.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to get used to it. It's like bath water, maybe.
But maybe I would prefer it to be colder.
Bad time to film.
I'm really tired today. I think it's the heat.
How was that?
That was so good. I think we were in there for like an hour and a half.
And they would look like fish. You know when your hands go all
wrinkly. I also got bitten by a fish.
Yeah, that was a bit
It just
strange, wasn't
came up to me and I was like, oh, fish, how cute, and then it just bit me.
So Barrow Springs is good, to beware of the fish.
But I don't know why it bit me.
The biting fish.
Yeah, but I've seen them before and they've never bit me and it just bit me.
Maybe they just were having a bad day.
Yeah, I think they just took their aggression out on me today. So James was looking for his phone. His phone.
Oh my gosh. So that was the dip. We dippity dipped in the hot springs and the warm springs and the actually quite cold springs, which was quite nice. And now we're heading to get our windscreen crack fixed. Cost us $420, which is quite a hit, but it is what it is.
So things didn't go to plan with the windscreen. We dropped the car off. They called me about half an hour into the appointment time. I'd say 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And they said, there's been a problem with your windscreen. They said that the factory...
It's a factory defect.
A factory defect. So the windscreen that they had of ours, the new one was broken. We have to wait now till Broome to get our windscreen replaced.
So the crack continues. Darwin Lookout, and I'm kind of wondering why it's called Charles Darwin Lookout. We know who Charles Darwin is. I mean, do you?
Yeah, obviously.
Who is it then?
The guy that...
Who is it? Go on, tell me. No, who's Charles Darwin?
He did like, what's that word where people... Evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we know who Charles Darwin is. We think so anyway. Josie does.
I do.
But we're wondering why this is called Charles Darwin Lookout. So we're going to try and find that out and then look at some lovely
Maybe
views.
that's why Darwin's called Darwin, because of Charles.
Huh.
Is that...
Maybe. We may be onto something here. Darwin National Park. We have just found out some vital information about Darwin.
And I was right.
Josie knew this the whole time.
Because I've got a big brain.
But
You know
I
what you
didn't.
look like right now, one of those cameras that goes around people. And I have my hair like swishing.
It never occurred to me that Darwin would have been named after Charles Darwin. I just thought it was named Darwin. That's it, you know? But Darwin is named after Charles Darwin, hence the Charles Darwin National Park right next to it. So I'm reading this straight off the sign, by the way. The park's name was chosen to honour the great scientist and naturalist Charles Darwin, after whom Port Darwin and later the city of Darwin was named. So this whole place is named after Charles Darwin and no one even knew. That's, well, probably everyone knew apart from me. The national park in comparison to Darwin is just there. And the Darwin city is on this little point here. So pretty close. It does say on the sign that only few cities in the world have this like a national park next to them, like right next to them, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. It's quite cool, isn't it?
But didn't Brisbane have one as well?
Maybe, but not every city. I mean, Gloucester doesn't have one back home.
Might do.
No, it doesn't. I can assure you of that.
That's very cool.
It is.
This is a pretty cool view of the CBD.
It's nice, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
Darwin's... We haven't seen many skylines of cities since
Melbourne.
Melbourne, to be honest. None of them have had real skylines that you can see from a distance.
Maybe
Darwin,
Brisbane actually. And
maybe
the
Brisbane.
Lookout.
Yeah.
I love a
To see it from a
skyline
distance,
when it's
yeah.
just like a little strip.
Although Melbourne, I think, takes the
cake.
gold. It
Yeah.
does, every day of the week. So it looks pretty close, and that's because it is. It'll take us 15 minutes to get there. By car, obviously.
Yeah.
Probably take me a couple of days to go through this bush. But later on today, we are doing something very, very exciting, and we are cleaning Elwood. We're cleaning our car, and it's going to be amazing because it's so dirty. We get the pressure washer, and we're going to clean this car until it is squeaking, aren't we?
I'm so excited to treat
It's going to be...
old boy.
Yeah, our old boy.
Yeah.
You are disgusting. You haven't had a shower in years. Look at this though on the tent. We collect like fly central up here. We haven't cleaned it since we got the car, to be honest. So
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
it's due a clean, isn't it?
So that was really cool, that bunker. It had loads of stories and extracts from the war, wing of a plane.
The interesting part was seeing Darwin's involvement in World War II, because you wouldn't have thought maybe
Yeah,
they
you
had
wouldn't
such
have
a
thought.
big role.
Yeah.
That was
I
quite
suppose it's such a major port, though.
for
so-
Asia.
Yeah. But also we saw like the map of Darwin, and we saw the airport.
Not a map, but like a photo, a sky photo.
Yeah, so we saw the airport, and the runway looks bigger end to end than the city, the length of the city of Darwin.
So it puts into perspective
How small
how small
Darwin is, yeah.
This is amazing.
Josie's favourite part is cleaning the tyres. But I always let her do it, not me. She absolutely loves it, I don't know why. But look at this guy, look how clean he is now. Woo! You're looking good.
So we've just finished cleaning and we found a huge spider on the tent. That was hiding somewhere near us. Oh, that's massive.
Squeaky clean. Almost.
That is the car cleaned. And to be honest, I think that's Darwin. If we've missed anything, as always, let us know in the comments. We'll do our best to come and revisit everything we've missed on a future date. But anyway, that's us. We're heading to Litchfield National Park, but surely that'll be in the next video. I have no idea. Maybe it'll be this video. If it's this video, then stay with us. If it's next video, then see you later. We'll see you there. We're going for a barbecue. We're going to watch the sunset at East Point. See you next time.